Hello. Oh my gosh, it's been a hot minute since I've been live on here, but I had a really incredible, breakthrough, expansion, up level. I called it an up level, and I just want to share this with anyone who really is called to hear this, is feeling the way that I have been feeling, needs to get into that up level. And if you might have seen, I took myself away for a night and it was amazing. So I just wanted to share that. For those of you that don't know, I'm also a mom of 3, so that was nice. I co-sleep, still have a nursing toddler, all the things. Hello, woman. So I'm going to give a little bit of a background here. I had my biggest year ever last year. I have no idea how the F it happened. I mean, I have some idea, right? But I was so in this, like, this is happening. I'm doing the things. I'm going with it, figuring it out, all the stuff that I talk about, right? All about this energy, not like I need to know exactly how I'm doing. I listened to myself, did all of that. But I started feeling myself getting into this, like, am I going to be able to do it again? Right? That kind of energy. Am I going to be able to do it again? I want more because we're human and that's what happens. Plus, I'm here for consistent, constant growth, constant expansion, constant up level, living extraordinary, like serving the F out of people, making incredible impact. Oh, just wait, Megan. Making incredible, also, how are you? Making like so much impact. How can I impact more people, right? How can I impact more? I have to grow, I have to expand in order to do that, right? So setting big intentions for this year, kind of just shared some. Already investing a ton into myself. I have this new live experience coming up this week. If you haven't signed up for Unlock Your Potential, get your ass in there. All the details, if you click my cover photo, there's a link to sign up for it. It's gonna be awesome. Cause like this energy this week, watch out. So also, like, I'm shifting things. I'm shifting things in the way that I'm doing my business. I'm shifting a little bit in what I'm here for, what I'm really doing, like owning this on a whole other level, which takes a whole other level of trust and belief. In order to get to where I have gotten, it has taken so much trust. To do everything that I have done, to make the scary decisions, to make the scary leaps, to make the scary jumps, right? The investments, writing a book, pivoting my business, like the amount of trust and belief and faith and surrender that takes, whew. But now it's on a whole other level. So I could feel myself, all of that happening. So weird, crazy energy. It was like, those of you that are in my free community, I said it was like I was in a cocoon. Like I was in a cocoon. My coach actually said this to me. She's like, it's like you're in a cocoon and you're trying to break through, but you can't because you have to like, it's not how it works, right? What is it? A pupa? What is it that is in the cocoon that then turns into a butterfly? Like they're not like frantically like, it happens and then the butterfly comes out, right? So I was in like that weird crazy energy and it was not feeling good. It was not feeling good. And I couldn't journal my way out of it. Like nothing was working. But then I get on a call and she's like, you need to go get a hotel room. I was like, what? Because she's like, you have to go do something. I was like, well, should I go get my nails done? Should I go get my hair done? Should I go get a massage? She's like, no, you do that stuff. Which I was like, damn, that's awesome. Because that is now a standard for me. These are the things that I do, which was a big part of my vision back in the day. She's like, but you do that all the time. You need to go do something that you haven't done. Now I am someone that loves to go places. I love to travel. Now with everything that's going on, it hasn't been happening. She's like, you need to get out. You need to do something. Again, also 3 kids. She's like, so you don't have anyone saying mom every 5 seconds, right? So she says this to me. I'm like, yes. And literally while on the call with her, I start looking for rooms. And when I say the power of just listening to ourselves and deciding, this is a perfect example. She said this to me and it was like an immediate F yes. And I immediately took the aligned action to make that happen, right? And I didn't go ask anybody else for permission. I was in this like, this is happening vibe. Like, I'm going to make this work. This is going to happen. So I'm thinking like, what is the vibe? What do I want here? What do I want here? What do I want here? Definitely freaking like a high level hotel. And the one I looked at, the restaurant, they don't have any food that I'll eat. So that can't happen. And I'm like, ooh, I want a jacuzzi. So then I start looking. And there's one hotel that I could get a jacuzzi in. And I swear to you, there was one room left and I freaking booked it. Right? So all happening for me. It was like this perfect, divine, like, here you go. Like the lights were like shining down. This was for you. It's all happening for you. And I'm so big on this too. Like, notice how everything is aligning for you, here for you. Will you take it? Look for it all. This is what I desire. And as it all starts to come in because you've opened yourself up to it, I had to be open to it. I could have been like, no, you're crazy. No. I was like, I'm here for it. Give it to me. I'm coachable. I know what I desire. Fears come through, I work on it. But I was open to it, so it came in and I took it. And I was like, babe, I'm gonna go take a night to myself. He was like, okay. So that was awesome. So anyway, so that whole experience was great, and you could go read a post I did about it. I wrote it on my page. But while I was there, again, it was this trust. It was this recognition of this continuous expansion. Like, that's what I'm here for. Let me know if you feel me on this. Continuous expansion. Because we'll get to one level and we'll come up against something. I gave you some examples of mine. And then it's like, ooh, another level. And we keep going and we keep going and we keep going and we keep going. That's what makes life so much freaking fun. But we have to see it that way. Because if it's like, oh man, I'm here again. Versus like, bring it. Let's do this. It's on. I'm excited for everything that's coming. I'm excited for everything that's happening. So also realizing that I was playing small again, because again, another level of it, I'm here for so much more. I realize that I'm here for so much more. Ooh, I'm tapping more into what I'm really here to do and who I really desire to serve and how I really desire to serve them. Ooh, this is what I really want to do. And listening to that versus shoving it down, because so many do that. Not really listening to yourself. Again, if you are feeling me on this and you haven't joined my free experience this week, Unlock Your Potential, to stop settling and play a bigger game in 2021. If you go to my cover photo, all the info's there. So it's just this awareness, right? The awareness of all of this, really listening to ourselves. Again, not pushing it down. Because every time we push that down, it feels like shit. And it'll keep resurfacing. It'll keep coming up. But when it comes up, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. We're going to be constantly given these like nudges and these, I call them love taps or flicks from the universe. And if we don't listen to them, you know what they become? Kicks in the ass. This could be with everything. Like, this could be with health. This could be with biz. This could be with relationships. So listen. Open yourself up to listening so you don't get an ass kicking. You feel me on that? I'm here for a nice love tap, not an ass kicking. So anyway, this is really cool because another big part of this is, I talked about this. If the ladies that were in my mastermind show the F up are on here, I talked about this queen energy, being in this queen energy of receiving. Now, receiving is incredibly important, being able to receive, like next level receiving. Yes, we receive compliments and receive gifts, but like receiving and like again, allowing ourselves. And if we're in a business, like allowing ourselves to receive money from other people. Because if anything weird comes up, we're going to be blocking money. We're going to be blocking all these things. So we have to really open ourselves up to receiving and think of a queen like, oh, you could go re-listen, but you're here. Lisa's one of my amazing Own It ladies who's on a road trip right now. Which mad props for being on here and you're on a road trip. So anyway, so think about a queen, right? Like, I'm picturing that gif with Rihanna where she's like, she's sitting on her throne and like people just give her things. She sits on her throne, she does her badass queen thing, and people are serving her and giving her, and she receives without questioning, without thinking that she's a brat or snotty or a bitch or anything like that. Like, she's just like, give me all the things. So I wanted to tap into that a little bit more. It feels really, really good. And especially as a mom. So the mamas that are watching, we are like, give, do. And especially right now with everything that's going on, like making sure that our kids are happy because, you know, it's sad, right? Well, we have to allow ourselves to give and not be doing all the damn things all the time. Like, I allow my husband to cook. He just did tonight. I love Green Chef, by the way, because they deliver all the ingredients and then he just has to do it. The laundry, the this, the that. Allowing others to do things for us, saying thank you, being grateful, like being okay with it, huge. Let me tell you, it took me some healing. It took me some work to get here to be able to do that. It took me realizing that there's a lot of noise out there. There's a lot of societal and generational conditioning, and deciding that that is not me and I'm not listening to it. And this is what I'm doing instead. Relationship with my husband is so much fucking better because of it. So much better because of it. So, little FYI there. So what did I say? Oh yeah, it affects our business, right? Like being a powerful receiver, receiving more clients, aligned clients, ideal clients, more sales, more money, audience growth with our aligned people, everything. It affects everything, okay? So, and I said no guilt. I have no space for guilt. I have no space for it. It is not who I am. I know who I am. I know that I'm an amazing person who does amazing things and serves others in incredible ways. So I don't have space for guilt if I go away for a night, or if I say I'm not doing, if someone else decides to cook for me or give me a gift or whatever it might be, or pays me. Right? Huge. So I want to share a couple cool things that actually happened while I was there. First, I get in and I get this amazing room that's overlooking the water, which is something that I is in my vision to have when we build our house. That is going to be amazing to have a bathtub overlooking the water. So when that happened, I was like, oh, this is nice, right? Of course, this was what my room had. And then I just realized a few things as I was leaving. As I was checking out the next morning, I'm going and I'm walking down the hall. I'm on the top floor, and I'm walking, and it's like as soon as I turned, an elevator opened up for me. Like, I didn't touch any buttons, and there's like 6 of them. Opened right up for me. Boom, went in, thank you. We're going down, and I'm like, oh shit, I forgot my rings in the room. My wedding ring and this and a bracelet. And I was like, I had all these bags, because what the hell was I doing? But I brought all kinds of bags. So anyway, I had to get back up to the room, and then I get my things, and I come back, walk around the corner, boop, elevator door opens for me again. And I get downstairs and I go and I'm waiting for my car from the valet, and I'm like, damn, they don't have like the doors that just open automatically. You have to open. I was like, it would be so nice if like somebody happens to, open the door for me. And as I see my car come up and I'm going out, a man is going out in front of me, opens the door for me, and I go. And then the valet guy is like, do you want me to put your stuff in the car? And I almost was like, no, because I knew I could do it myself, but I was like, no, thank you. Go ahead, go for it. Like, this is the kind of stuff. And me noticing this kind of stuff, like how this was all happening for me and how doors were being opened for me. Elevator doors, the door downstairs, and then the valet guy helping me out and accepting that and being grateful and thank you, and that was it. You feel me on this? Queen energy. Queen energy. So I just wanted to share that because it was a really, really powerful experience. And I just want to say also that if you're feeling any of that energy, and if it's all like, blah, 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 and you don't feel like you could really calm yourself down, like, know that if you allow it to be, you're going to break through to something incredible, and you need to trust that, and you need to trust yourself and be open to that and not shove it down and not question, why is this happening to me? Why does this keep happening to me? Because I see it a lot, and that used to be me. Why does this keep happening? Why is this so hard? Why can't I actually? A post came up of mine from 2018, 3 years ago, where I said this in the post. I was like, why does this keep coming up, keep coming up, keep coming up? One, I was refusing to really go there. I was refusing to really go to what the core issue was. Maybe I wasn't ready to. Maybe I didn't know. Like, now I have help to do this because others can see the things that I can't. This is the power of having a coach, right? Like, others can see what you don't necessarily see. This is why reading a book and shit, it's cool for information, but a book can't say, yo, you see what's going on here, right? A book can't be like, go get a hotel room. So anywho, so I noticed that from a couple years ago. So if you're doing it, like, just got to work on whatever's coming up, but also know that there is just this magic that's on the other end, on the other side, if you allow yourself to go there. So if it feels crazy, it feels like all over the place, there's most likely a breakthrough happening if you allow it, if you allow it. No shoving it down. And ladies, it's time to listen to yourself. It's time to listen to the desires and the dreams, the thoughts that are coming up, what you really want to do, and not shoving it down and not doing what you think that you need to be doing, not following the shoulds and all of that. Really listening to yourself, what you want. Fears are going to come up. Fears are going to come up when you are moving, when you are deciding to go big. They are going to come up, and it's going to be like next level freaking fears. And it's going to happen at every level, but it's good because that fear means something. It means like, damn, I'm here to do something. Like, it's coming up for you to work through it so that you're like, and you explode. It comes up for a reason. Like, see it as, ooh, this is what I'm meant to do. Because when we go after that, shit's scary. It's scary to, like, invest in ourselves big. It's scary to make the moves, to come on live, to do free live experiences, to share with the world what you're really here to do, to share all the crazy shit that I'm going to be sharing this week. That's going to blow people's minds and help them see a whole new way of being. But it has been what has helped me, and it's not the normal things, right? It's not what most are doing. So with that, I love you. And if you're going through something, it's on. Maybe it's just a sign. You're playing small. You're ready to do big things. You're ready to go bigger. You're ready for more. You're ready for more. Like, just decide it's on. I'm here for it. I'm ready for more. And if you haven't joined my free experience this week, get signed up. And you get an activation right away, which is like so freaking good. I recorded it just for the women that signed up, and it's beautiful and it's magical and it will shift you. So it's actually bit.ly. Hey, Andrea. bit.ly/unlock your potential with Tatiana. All right. Have the most amazing evening or day whenever you're watching this. I love you.